CBS Saturday afternoon. Now, as we mentioned, if you purchase tickets to the nighttime session, you get into BBC on CBS for free. So make sure to take a note of that. Also, social media-wise, use the hashtag Chavez Reyes. Again, use the hashtag Chavez Reyes for Saturday night. We have an outstanding triple header on Showtime Championship Boxing. It comes your way 10 o'clock Eastern time, which makes 8 o'clock here local time, as we will begin for a matchup for the WBC Super Lightweight Eliminator. So the winner of this fight will get a world title shot in the very near future. This man is not in attendance, but he will be here tomorrow to weigh in and then get inside the ring on Saturday night on Showtime Championship Boxing. Fernando Angulo, who will be facing off with the man that I'm getting ready to introduce. So Fernando Angulo is not here, but as I mentioned, he will make his way to El Paso later on today and get ready for the festivities. But right now we want to bring up to the presser and to speak a young man who is really making waves in the super lightweight division. Undefeated, 17 bouts, 17 victories, 14 of those coming by way of knockout. As I mentioned, this fight is actually being brought to you by Don King Productions. This gentleman hails from Albany, New York, and now fighting out of Davie, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Amir Young Master Imam.
Today, man. I want to thank the greatest promoter ever, Don King. I want to thank Al Heyman, Warriors Boxing, and El Paso, for letting me come out and show my talent. I want to dedicate this fight to a great fighter. His birthday passed July 10th, Jake LaMotta, because these fighters nowadays don't show respect for when they get the belt. But when I get the belt, I'm going to hold that belt with pride, with the name of Young Master. I want to thank my coaches, Stacy, Jamel Edie, and and I'm coming to put on the show. I'm coming to do damage. This is my title shot right here. I don't think of the next fight until I get to the next fight. Thank you.
Give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Amir.
I want to have my coach Stacy come up and say a couple words for you guys too.
Yeah, how you doing? I know y'all remember the last few fights he had on Showtime. He was spectacular. Imam is one of the best young fighters that I've ever worked with. And I had worked with 35 world champions, 6 heavyweight champions. So I know pretty much about fighters. I like the fact that he has the respect. We talked about boxing and the respect for boxing and the fighters having respect for their own sports. And what we come up with is the fact that most fighters don't have the respect they should have for the championship belts. The championship belts are something that was handed down to us from different trailblazers in the past, like Jack Dempsey, Ray Robinson, these types of people. So I told Amir, I said, look, from now on, you're going to dedicate your boxing, your title. This fight is going to be respect. Respect to all the former world champions, great champions like Julio Cesar Chavez. This month is his birthday. So what Amir is doing, each month he fight, he's looking up the world champion, the great fighter. We have the birthday in a particular month. This month is Jake LaMotta. So he dedicated this fight to the great Jake LaMotta. We got to show respect for our elders. Those are the guys who trailblazed us to boxing. It hurts me dearly to see a world champion fighter take a championship belt and throw it in the garbage can and say, I don't need this belt. I mean, it's a disgrace. Even Muhammad Ali, when he won his gold medal in the Olympics, he took his gold medal and he threw it in the Kentucky River. He said, when I win the heavyweight championship of the world, when they put that belt around my waist, he said, I get all the respect I can. So I want the fighters to stop disrespecting these belts and saying that you're bigger than the belt. Nobody's bigger than the belt. If you got a problem with the belt, you should look to the administrators that's behind the belts that's taking care of the business. But the belt itself is great and it's very important to have respect. And that's all I want to say. It'll be a good fight. And like he said, this fight is our championship fight. And the next fight, we're going to go for the title. So I don't want to wish Jake LaMotta a happy birthday. Thank you.
Team Imam, ladies and gentlemen, that opens up the Showtime triple header, 10 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock local here in El Paso. Our co-main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, we have a matchup for the IBF Junior Bantamweight Championship. First of all, we want to welcome up to the scale. He is undefeated, 27 wins, no defeats, 14 victories, coming by way of knockouts from the Philippines. Here is Arthur Villanueva.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the Lord and honor the Lord for this opportunity. And good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for coming to this event. This is my first time here in the States. I train in Cebu, Philippines, at a gym. And I would like to thank also my promoter, Ala Promotion. I promise you to give my best good fight on Saturday night. Thank you.
Round of applause for Arthur Villanueva. Also, this spot is being brought to you by in association with PR Best Boxing. Let's meet the other fighter who will be scoring off with Arthur Villanueva. He joins us from Puerto Rico. He was a 2008 Puerto Rican Olympian. What an amateur career. And he has followed that up with a sensational pro career to this point thus far. With the record 16 wins, no defeats, 8 victories coming inside the distance. He hasn't fought stateside since 2010, but makes his return here in El Paso on Saturday for the world title. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Big Joe Arroyo.
Good afternoon. First off, I want to thank God for this opportunity. I want to thank Showtime. I want to thank Al Heyman. I want to thank my promotion, PR Best Boxing. And about the fight, this is the biggest shot, the fight more important for me. So I'm going to give it my all, and I promise you guys, y'all will have a great fight on Saturday night, and God bless you guys. Thank you.
Joe Arroyo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening is being brought to you by, along with Chavez Promotions in association with Del Pueblo Promotions. First of all, we want to introduce from Chavez Promotions, Guadalupe Valencia. Round of applause for Guadalupe Valencia.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank all the fans in El Paso. We came here on Tuesday, the entire Chavez team, and we got a really warm reception. And everybody in El Paso has been just wonderful. Chavez is very proud to fight here in El Paso, Texas. He's had a wonderful experience in Texas. He's fought here before, and it's turned out well. His father also fought in this same arena. So we want to thank El Paso for hosting this event. We'd also like to thank the rest of the Chavez team, Luis Cornejo, Vladimir, Rodolfo Chavez, who are all part of the training team, his wife Frida and his daughter, who are always by his side, and the rest of the Chavez family sitting here. They're all a very important part of Chavez's career. They're the Chavez team. And as gratitude for hosting this event, Julio plans to put on a wonderful performance. I think that nobody will be disappointed at the end of this fight. Thank you.
Guadalupe Valencia. As I mentioned, the main event, we have a super middleweight matchup. Let's meet from Team Reyes. First of all, the trainer. He is a Hall of Fame trainer and has been in the corner of many world champions. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Nacho Beristain.
Buenas tardes a todos. La presencia de dos peleadores mexicanos arriba del ring de alguna manera garantiza un gran espectáculo. Yo creo que va a ser una gran pelea. Y nada más quería hacer una pequeña aclaración sobre Julio Chávez, sobre el padre de Julio Chávez, que soy el fanático, creo, número uno, siempre lo he admirado y lo respeto. Y se hizo por ahí una mala interpretación de una declaración que quiero de alguna manera que quede bien claro que nunca nos expresamos mal, porque a Julio lo conozco desde niño y lo respeto mucho. Gracias a todos.
What Betty Stein stated is that he has all the respect for the Chavez team. He has known Chavez Jr. and Chavez Sr. since they were very little. He will not speak bad of them, and he knows that on Saturday you are going to get a great fight on such a massive platform on Showtime with two great Mexican fighters going at it toe-to-toe inside the ring. That is what Nacho Betty Stein said. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to go ahead and bring up the other trainer of Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. What another sensational trainer. You want to talk about two amazing corners. Well, in our main event of the evening, we certainly have that. Please welcome former Trainer of the Year, Robert Garcia.
Muy buenas tardes a todos. Gracias a todos por estar aquí. Tenemos no hay mucho que decir, solamente que venimos muy bien preparados. Todo el equipo hizo su trabajo. Luis, Gladys, todos hicimos el trabajo. Rodolfo, Chávez hizo todo lo que tenía que hacer, así que venimos muy bien preparados para darle a toda la afición de aquí del Paso, Texas, una gran pelea. Good afternoon to everybody. Thank you all for being here. Well, there's not much to say. We had a great training camp. The whole team did everything they were supposed to do. Julio followed instructions and did everything he was supposed to do himself. So we're here to give the fans a great fight. Thank you.
Robert Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. Also continuing to go ahead and get to know more of Team Chavez, as we will go ahead and now welcome, before we bring up the fighters, the legend, La Leyenda, ladies and gentlemen. He just celebrated his birthday. Please give a round of applause to Julio Cesar Chavez.
Gracias, muy buenas tardes a todos. Bueno, lo principal es que Don Nacho ya se retrató, ya tenía mi speech aquí para echarle fregazo, como decimos, pero Don Nacho, me retrato. Lo único que les puedo decir es que estoy contento, ahora sí estoy tranquilo, la verdad, porque creo que Julio ha hecho una gran preparación para esta pelea. Como dijo Don Nacho Bristán, cuando hay peleas entre dos mexicanos es espectáculo garantizado, y el sábado va a haber muy buen espectáculo. Por otra parte, estoy tranquilo, estoy contento, creo que Julio ha hecho una muy buena preparación y el sábado lo va a demostrar arriba de él. Gracias.
What Julio Cesar Chavez stated is he came up here and he was ready to maybe engage in a little bit of trash talk, but then Nacho Betty Stein goes ahead and wishes him compliments, and there's a great deal of respect and admiration, so he's going to pull back on that. He goes, in all reality, he feels very confident in his son on Saturday. They've had a great training camp. They are very well prepared. They are focused and they are determined. And also, there's just something special about when you get two Mexican fighters inside the ring. And on Saturday night on Showtime Championship Boxing, Julio Cesar Chavez, his son, will put on an amazing show for all the fans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up the fighters to the stage. First of all, he comes to us from Chihuahua, Mexico, with the record of 33 wins, 2 defeats, 24 victories, coming by way of knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, aquí está Marcos Reyes.
Hola, buenas tardes. Muchas gracias a todos por estar aquí. Así como lo dijo mi entrenador Don Nacho, una disculpa por la mala interpretación de los medios a algunas declaraciones que di. Yo respeto mucho tanto al padre, Julio Cesar Chávez, una gran leyenda, un gran peleador mexicano, y a su hijo, un gran peleador también, que es campeón mundial. Entonces va a haber una gran pelea este próximo sábado. Como lo dijeron, cuando hay dos peleadores mexicanos adentro del ring, saltan chispas. Entonces es lo que va a haber este sábado. Va a haber una gran pelea y de mi parte voy a dar todo en el ring. Gracias.
Marcos stated that there was a great deal of admiration between the two camps, although he may have gone ahead and partook in some trash talk early on. He has nothing but respect for Julio Sr. and Julio Jr. and has been the consensus here at the stage prior to the fight that there is just something magical what happens when two Mexican fighters get inside the ring. He is very determined and ready to go ahead and put on an amazing performance, and he will leave his all inside the ring on Saturday night against Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Jr. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, the former middleweight champion of the world. He knows El Paso very well, having picked up a victory over Andy Lee a couple of years ago with a record 48 wins, 2 defeats, one bout, even 32 big wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, la leyenda continúa. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Bueno, primero que nada, pues gracias a todos. Thank you everyone for coming. I'm ready for this Saturday. I know I have a top opponent, you know, our Mexican fighter. He's training for Nacho Reyes time, you know, one of the best trainers in the world. But I'm ready, you know. I prepare very well with Robert Garcia. I think I recover my level again, you know, because I have too much time of boxing. And you know that this Saturday, you know the people is the only win is the people, because you know when two Mexican fighters stay in the ring, you know, it's a lot of action. Cuando dos peleadores mexicanos están arriba del ring, pues siempre hay muy buenas peleas. Marco Antonio Barrera contra Eric Morales, o Manuel Márquez contra Marco Antonio Barrera. Así que yo creo que va a ser una gran pelea. No hay nada de, como dice Don Nacho Vilistán, yo lo conozco desde chiquito, la verdad, y pues él es un gran entrenador, pero pues cada quien quiere ganar, cada quien quiere hacer su historia, como se dice, y lo único que sí les podemos garantizar, o que les puedo garantizar yo, es que voy a dar todo arriba del ring, y como siempre lo he hecho, y las veces que he venido acá a Texas, que la gente me ha apoyado muy bien, pues les voy a dar una gran pelea, y me imagino que también Dorado Reyes les vendrá a dar una gran pelea a todos, así que los ganadores van a ser la gente. Muchas gracias a toda la gente de Texas.
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have the stare-down photos, so make sure to get your cameras out. Use the hashtag also on social media, Chavez Reyes, for Saturday night. So make sure to go ahead and do that as well, as we are going to pose the fighters off. Coming up in our main event of the evening, 10 rounds in the super middleweight division, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Marcos Reyes. Then also we have Joe Arroyo and Arthur Villanueva for the IBF Junior Bantamweight Championship, and also a WBC Super Lightweight Eliminator between Imam and also Fernando Angulo. Angulo not here, but Imam will take photos. So gentlemen, go ahead. We can have Julio Jr. and also Reyes. Let's get them in front.
Look up, guys.
Need up top here.
Face off. Thank you. You going away, Blood? Royal?
Yeah. top for us?
Up top right here.
Yeah. All right. You guys good?
Face to face.
Face out.
Good, Matt.
Great.
Okay, and then Amir.
Okay.
Yeah, and let's do all of them.
Yeah, let's just do one with Amir real quick. Yeah, let's do the whole group. Marcos Reyes. Marco right here.
Hey, up top right here in the middle.
Really straight up.
That's where you good?
Yep.
All right.
Can we just get a mirror single for me?
Let's do one-on-ones.
Let's do just a mirror.
Okay, yeah.
Do just a mirror.
Just up there.
Just up top here.
Yeah, he wants the back.
Got it, mirror.
All right, interviews.